Hi, welcome to Culture Shot. So it's been a while since I did one of these. I didn't do one really in December or January. Part of the reason was that very involved in a big project, which meant that I wasn't spending enough time with smart, interesting people in a broad context. And that just meant that I wasn't really adding anything new to the body of thought that I thought I should be presenting to you. I've changed that. I've been working on that, and actually it's paid off. I've got an idea here which I want to share with you today, which is one of the biggest things that I've had to think about for a while. And it ties into a video that I produced a few months back about psychological safety, where I was suggesting that here in suburban Johannesburg there are ways in which people act in a safe environment and ways in which those same people act outside of a safe environment, and it's just a very simple example that really draws home to me the critical importance of psychological safety and why we should be focusing on it as organizations and what it actually means, by the way. Anyway, I'll post the video link for that here so you can have a look if you want to just have a bit of a recap. Tying into that this week though, so one of the big projects we've been working on is a new employee induction process for a large mining organization. We've been working on that for months and finally had the opportunity last week to present that to the CEO and get his sign off. And he said something, I don't want to share the name of the mining company or the name of the CEO because they haven't given me permission to do so, but he made a statement which was just so vast in my mind that it's taken me all weekend thinking about it while I've tried to just kind of get my head around this very, very, very compelling idea. And it's this. It really draws, by the way, the importance of psychological safety in a significant way, a significant new way for me. If you were to work in a mining organization in Australia or the United States or Europe or industrial facility, if you were to go to work in a big industrial plant or chemical operation, it doesn't really matter. What's likely to happen, the sequence of event is likely to be that you leave the safety of your home in the morning, the safety of your home environment in a safe community, a safe suburban community or something like that, and then you get in your car and you go to work in a dangerous environment. I mean, it's a plant, it's a mine, you're working deep underground with explosives, there's always a risk. And so you're trading off a safe environment for an unsafe environment, and it creates a real importance, a real sort of a critical, it's critical that those organizations therefore focus on making those environments as safe as they possibly can. But there's an even bigger a thing at play here in South Africa, because a lot of our communities are not safe. In fact, people do not live in safe environments. They don't have safe homes. They don't have safe communities. We have a lot of crime. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of scary things going on. And so people often leave an unsafe environment of home and come to work. And so the work that especially South African mining organizations have been doing, and especially this organization, by the way, have been doing over the years to create a super safe environment, an environment not only where you won't get injured or killed, but where you also won't be harassed and you won't be discriminated against. An environment where psychological safety is a really, really, really big thing. It's a primary driver for them. The importance of that suddenly takes on a whole new magnitude. Because we're not leaving a safe environment to come into a dangerous environment. We're coming from a dangerous environment to a safe environment. The mining organization is the one place, the place of work is the one place where the leaders would like to make you a guarantee that when you come here, you will be taken care of, you will be looked after, you will be safe, you will not be harassed, you will not be discriminated against. We will take action against people who do that. We will get those people out. We have specific rules, specific things that we will do, specific things that we teach people to prevent that kind of behavior. In other words, the safe environment that we're creating here is exactly kind of the thing you need to provide all of the psychological safety, the peace of mind, the energy, the positive energy, and all that kind of stuff that you need for your life that you may not be getting at home. Now, it doesn't make the supposition that your home life is dangerous. It's not saying that. They're just saying that very often in South Africa, it's in reverse to where it might be overseas. That the mining organizations in particular are so focused on safety, so focused on keeping people safe, so focused on making sure that people are looked after, that they're actually creating these sorts of islands of zen almost in people's lives. That may be overstating it, but it's important this. You know, there is enough chaos out there, and you can't control the chaos that goes on in people's home lives. You can't create the chaos that goes on in people's communities. You can't control any of that. The only thing you can control is what happens here. And if you're not controlling what happens here, if you're not working hard on that, then you're probably not doing the right thing. You're probably missing something absolutely massive. And it's something that I think all organizations should focus on. I think psychological safety, if that doesn't draw an interesting example in your mind, if that doesn't draw an interesting picture in your mind, then I presented it very badly here today. Because to me, it's crystal clear. It's a big, big idea. It's been food for thought for me all weekend while I've been thinking about it. I hope it's food for thought for you as well. And I wish you a very successful week.